Welcome to MLM Monday, episode 82. Man, it's going to be super fun today. If you're just joining us live, go ahead and comment in watching live. If you're watching on the recording, comment in replay here in the comments. Some really cool topics today, some fun stuff for us to connect on. There's some pieces that if you're a distributor in a company and these things don't exist, you can create for your own team. I hope you don't have to create them for your own team though. I hope that the folks who run direct sales companies and your corporate team would produce these things for you. Had an awesome conversation with a client. This is a time of year where we do all sorts of in-person strategy meetings, cool stuff. There's people in the space who are growing in an incredible way. You hear some people in the direct sales or network marketing space and they're saying, well, our growth is stagnant. Or you see some people starting brand new companies and maybe they're not even at their first 500 people. And then there's other people who literally every day are adding 100, 200, 300, 400 people to their company. And it's just absolutely incredible to see what's going on in this space. Tens of thousands of people are looking for solutions to the challenge of their life, whether it is with nutrition or your products, whether it is with a business opportunity in their life, to be able to have more choices in life. Those are all very real. Hey, we got Michael James on live. Good to have you here. Peter, awesome, from the Netherlands. Good to have you here. Good evening to you, sir. Good to have you here live. So let's jump into 3 slide decks every network marketing company needs. You say, slide decks, I build online. What are you talking about, Ben? Well, many of you who build your direct sales or network marketing business online still use webinars. Many of you still use Facebook Live. Many of you still use tools, and a slide deck helps you. So when I say the word slide deck, what am I talking about? I'm talking about a PDF or a PowerPoint presentation or a keynote presentation. That's right. You want to have these available and in all 3 of those file formats. Because if someone doesn't have PowerPoint, they can always view a PDF for free, or if they are on a Mac and they have Keynote, you want to give them the file type they need to be able to do a presentation at any time. So what are the 3 that every company needs? Now, a lot of people have just what's called the opportunity presentation deck, and that is the only deck that the corporate team has created for them. And I want to share that I think you're missing the boat if you only have a single deck for the whole company, right? Of just, hey, this is the standard opportunity deck and it's all we do. And I say that because you're missing 2 specific other pieces that make a really big difference. I like to split the opportunity deck into a deck that is the opportunity with the so it's the business opportunity presentation with products, right? And then have a product only deck. So what am I talking about? Well, today there's all sorts of just tons of retail customer opportunities, and you should be providing a deck that your people in the field can share in person, online, that it doesn't even talk about the business opportunity, doesn't talk about making money or anything, but it's just about your products, your services, who you are, why you exist, and why they should enjoy your products or services. That's a product only deck. So that's my first one for you. If you don't yet have a product only deck or service only deck, you should have 7 to 15 slides that are put together that are talking about the problem, right? Why people need your product or service, why so-and-so went and created your product and service, why you're better than everyone else, and your unique core advantage. It's easier to do, it's more fun, it's whatever it is, and a call to action of how they can best experience your service as a plain retail customer. That's the first one. We went through that really fast, but you can rewind the Facebook Live. Well, let's hit it one more time, right? The product overview is a product or a service. You might be promoting a service, right? It's why, right? What is the challenge in the space? How do you fix that? Hey, we got some good people on the line. I see a whole bunch of joined. Fran, welcome. Ruth, welcome. Aaron, good to see you, brother. Good to have you on the line. More of you guys joining. That's fantastic. So why? We're talking about 3 decks everybody needs in their direct sales company. Whether you're doing webinars or in-person presentations, you need to preset these if you're the corporate team. If your corporate team hasn't preset these and you've asked them to preset these and they didn't give them to you and you're a rep, you probably need to create them yourself just temporarily while your corporate team gets their stuff together. But these are what you need. So number 1, we were just discussing product deck. It's a completely retail deck that's about your product or your service, that's meant to be taken to a retail customer for how you present your product or your service to the retail customer who's going to then take part in it. This deck has nothing about your business opportunity, nothing about rewards and making money with you as a hostess or any of that. It is completely just how would you like to enjoy our product. At the end, some of you do have customer rewards programs. Yes, it's fine to say, hey, there's a refer 3 and it's free program, or hey, at the way end, if you share with a friend, we give you a 10% off coupon off your next purchase. Is there anyone else you'd like me to share it today? That's perfect on the way back end after you've asked for the order, but make sure that's after you ask for the order in the retail deck. Okay. So what's the next one? The next one's what you're most familiar with. It's what people call the opportunity presentation. I am still amazed to this day how many direct sales companies are out there in the space wanting to grow a business, and they do not have an actual business opportunity presentation set up, right? This is just absolutely critical, folks. If you haven't had that deck put together, you want to build it. So how do you build it? Well, you start with why, right? So why are we all here? You could do a little intro on the speaker. It's always a great way to personalize it. Have a simple slide where people can hop in on the speaker. JR, good to have you here. Mario, good to have you here. More folks jumping on. All right. You can have on the speaker, right? A slide, their story, have a one editable slide. And then you go right back in to the challenge, right? Hey, we saw there was a challenge in the marketplace. This is what solved it, was this product or this service, right? This team is the ones who put it together. And then they chose, right, to use direct sales. They chose to use network marketing. They chose to use party plan. They chose to use affiliates to get the word out, right? And this is why it's such an amazing business. What do you want to handle in that deck? Well, there's 4 core objections why people do not join you in your company. Not enough time, not enough knowledge, not enough money, and fear, right? I tried it before and it didn't work. So what you want to do is pre-handle all 4 of those in your business opportunity deck. You want to pre-handle them. So these aren't objections people ask later that you handle eloquently later. You actually have that in your deck. So you get to the point of talking about your affiliates and say, well, why doesn't everybody have their own home-based business? Why do some people not join us? Well, there's 4 core reasons why some people say no. And here's what we do about it. Some people say they don't have enough money, right? Well, this business doesn't cost hundreds of thousands of dollars like a restaurant. Hey, for less than $1,000 you can get started, or for less than $20,000 you can get started, or for less than $100 you can get started, right? Whatever your price point is, hey, this doesn't cost as much as opening a Subway or a McDonald's franchise. You can get started, right? So it's really simple. That's the money slide, right? That's how we handle that. Some people say not enough time. Well, that's why you have this awesome system that you can use from your mobile phone or your computer and your device, because no matter how much time you have in your day, you can be successful with this platform, right? So you walk through your system, your speed system, your sales tools, and by saying, look, brand new people who plug into our system can win, right? That handles time. Knowledge. Well, when you get started, we have a training library you get to plug into that walks you through everything you need to know to be successful. We have weekly and monthly seminars and calls and webinars that you could plug into. And people just like you who felt like they didn't have enough knowledge were able to do it anyway, right? And then fear. How do you handle fear? Well, hey, you're afraid because you tried something like this in the past and it just didn't work out. You didn't work, it didn't work, your mentor didn't work, something didn't work out. And so what we're here today to say is that we got a whole community of people figuring this out together. And when you join today, you could be in our private members only Facebook group or join our community, right? And you get to do this together. So when you're pitching fear, you're always sharing with people how they can do it together. They're not alone, right? Which is the key, right? That's how that works super well inside of the space. So those are the 4 things you want to include in your business opportunity presentation. And then when you ask for the order, it's, hey, right? Those are the only 4 reasons why people don't join us. And this is what we've done about them. So now that you're ready to get started, click below and join today. So you want to have that actual conversation for your business opportunity deck. So what's the third deck? Who wants to know what the third deck is? We're running out of time here. We're almost at 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. Content, guys. All right, third deck. And a lot of people miss this. The fast start training, right? You got to have your onboarding deck solid, right? After someone becomes a brand new affiliate or stylist or whoever they are with you, right? Referral marketer, you want to plug them in to their fast start training, right? So this is what you're supposed to do in your first 7 days. This is what you're supposed to do in your first 30 days. You set your goal, you take action, you get your first customer, and you get your second customer, you get your first rep. You got to lay that out. and then have a vehicle where that experience is happening live from the corporate team to the field every single week, right? Where people can come and ask questions and be a part of it and see the thriving, alive community that is your company, right? I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the call walking through the mechanics of that deck. I'll show you samples of it, but just know that you have to have one. If you don't have one, you're just not setting people up for success. You're just leaving it to chance. So those are the three, folks: a retail customer only presentation deck, a business opportunity deck that people can take part in, and a fast start training onboarding deck. If you're missing one of these three, you're missing out. If you have questions or you're looking for more for your business, your direct selling company, feel free to reach out, PM us. I'm right here on Facebook. Glad to reach out to you. Or you can check us out at NaXum.com. Love connecting with each and every single one of you here on the show and connecting with folks here. We're excited to share these ideas of what we see that's good so that you can make your life and your people's lives better. Have an awesome day, gang. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.